Welcome man, welcome back to the channel, guys. Yes, beautiful day out here in Atlanta. Guys, I want to talk real quick. I got a phone call yesterday. Friend of mine just got an income tax. Yes, guys, a lot of things run through your mind after you just get a large sum of money. And one thing that ran through her mind is all of a sudden she needed a new car, a used car. Okay, now she's going out to buy a used car. The problem she's having is she wants to get a Chrysler simply because she know me. That's not a real good reason, right? No, you don't have to get a Chrysler. You should get what you want, guys. A lot of people, especially family members, they choose to get a Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep simply because they know me and I can work on them. All right, but that's not what the video about. I want to talk about some things you can do to avoid having to do this once a year when you get your income tax. Yes, I know people that go out and purchase a car every single year. Every year they get their income tax check. And like I said in that hashtag short video, that's simply because the car that they purchased the previous year didn't make it to the following year, right? Which means they bought a limit, technically, right? So what I'm gonna do in this video, I'm gonna go over a few things. She won a car similar to this. This is a Chrysler 200, okay? Little 4-cylinder. Now the 200 come in a V6 model as well, okay? The 3.2, the baby brother to the 3.6 Pentastar. All right, but you can get what you want, but I want to go over a few things. Now, there's no sure bet way you can avoid buying a lemon, but you can, however, do your part in trying to minimize that. All right, so we're gonna go over some of that coming up. All right, guys, first thing first. Now, yes, of course you're gonna pop the hood, okay? Now, like I said earlier, because this is a 4-cylinder engine, I would take my compression tester with me, guys. Yes, I will ask the salesman, is it okay if I can perform a compression test? You know what that'll tell me, guys? That would tell me if this engine is up to par. Will it be able to balance out right? Okay, will I see future problems? Because if there's one particular cylinder that has low compression, all bets off. Do not buy that car, guys. Yes, you don't want to buy a car with engine trouble, okay? That is one sure bet way you can at least know that the engine will be holding its load, okay? Yes, 4 cylinders, I'm taking my compression tester. I'm running a compression tester right there on the freaking lot, all right? Another thing you want to check, because this is a 9-speed ZF front-wheel drive transmission, there's no way you can even check or verify transmission fluid, right? On this particular unit, the only way to check transmission fluid is you have to let it up in the air and remove a drain plug, all right? That's the newer cars. This is a 2015, okay? This particular model, 200, Chrysler 200, range from 15 on up to, I wanna say 18. But anyway, ZF front wheel drive transmission 948 TE, you cannot check the transmission fluid. So you got to take a stab at it. Now you can, however, do a real good test drive and verify if the transmission going through its shift points. Remember what I said, 9-speed, which means there are 9 gears. And when you test driving it, you drive, make sure you go through all 9 gears. First, second, third, fourth, so on and so on. Okay, make sure the shift points are smooth. You do not want to buy a car with transmission trouble. Trust me, that could get expensive. All right, guys, the interior. Yes, the inside. We have to do some things inside. There's a couple of things inside I want to go over, but I need you to come inside with me. All right, come on. All right, guys, we're in the interior. Yes, the most important, or one of the important features of the car, the interior and the instrument cluster. What I mean by important is the check engine light on? Okay, are there any warning light on? Let's start the car up. Car starts up fine. Looking at the cluster, there's no check engine light, but be mindful, that does not mean anything. A lot of car lots have the habit of erasing fault codes before a customer drive the car, okay? That could lead you to some problems, guys. You can run into problems doing that, and car lots know this is wrong, but they do not care. They will do it anyway. All right, no warning lights on, no check engine lights, none of that. Now, hopefully the guy you took with you, or you yourself, there are some handheld scan tools or app-related scan tools. I don't want to promote any because I'm not, I'm not sponsored by any, but you need to find out if there's any fault codes pending in the particular car you're thinking about buying, guys. Trust me on this, guys. It takes a long time for a car to reach a point with a check engine light on. You can say you can have a cat converter on its way out, all right? Your little test drive around the block may not reveal that, because it's all about monitors and parameters when a certain monitor run. Okay, if you do not drive that car in the parameters that's required for the cat converter monitor to run, you're never gonna know if your cat is doing its thing. At least the computer. You want to see what the computer sees. If the computer detects that the cat is not doing its thing, then yeah, it's going to fail. So now that is one thing you do not want to know when you purchase the car and make it home. Because just say you live 20 miles away, you definitely going to run through the monitors on your way home. You don't want to get home, then bing, your check engine light come on. You go get it checked out, find out you need a $1,000 converter. All right, so your test drive is crucial. Now, speaking of test drive, let's go on one now. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. All right, conclusion. The conclusion is I do not want you guys out wasting money, buying a used car lemon. Again, there's no sure bet you can. There's no proof that you can avoid that. Because you never know, guys. You can buy a car that's been checked out from top to bottom and a week later have problems with it. Okay, remember, guys, these cars are man-made, so things are gonna go wrong. And if it's a used car, please expect for something to go wrong. I hate when people say they go buy a used car and they get back and find out they got a problem a week later, and they'll say things like, "But I just bought the car." Well, people, the car do not know it was just purchased. The car have no idea who owned it. The car's not going to wait to issue out problems based on the time you have had it. It doesn't know these things. So when I hear stuff like that, it drives me cuckoo. That car do not know you just purchased it. It's not going to wait 2 months to give you problem just because you just purchased it. All right. Now, all you can do, people, is get the car checked out and hope for the best. Now, I go through this all the time. People call me up. I'm going to buy a car. I need to take you with me. Yes, there's a fee for that. Expect a mechanic to charge a fee for that. It's like homeowner inspection. They charge for that. They're going to inspect your home, and you want to catch things before you purchase the home, right? Same with car inspection. Yes, I do car inspection. There is a fee for that. And I'm not bulletproof. In other words, I can check a car from top to bottom and tell you, yes, it's a nice car, it's a good car, everything checked out fine. Okay, JT said it's great. JT word is bond. JT know everything about it. How can I word this? You still could have problems, guys, is what I'm trying to say. So let's be realistic about the whole situation. And all I want you to do is be mindful of, it took you a year to generate that income tax check. Don't make this a habit of purchasing a used car every year just because you got an income tax check, guys. All right, that's all I want to have. Now, I want to cover this some more as far as test driving a used car. That's going to take a whole 8-10 minute discussion, and I cannot squeeze it all on this video. So I need y'all to stay tuned for that discussion on test driving a used car. All right, the little ride I went on, that was very minor. I want to discuss that in full detail on what you should look out for, things you should do to get in those parameters where your monitors will run, things you should look at on the scan too, such as carb readiness. If carb readiness show yes on everything, the computer deem everything okay at the moment. All right, keep that in mind. All right, guys, I want to wrap this video up. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.